Hey everyone, it's John with Gridin It Mobile Solar. Today we've got something going on a little different. I'm on my way to Florida for vacation, and instead of hitting hotel rooms, I like to go camping. I try to find some place off grid and do my thing. Well, usually I'm hooked up with solar, but today I'm going to be using this. This is the Bateria Power Station. This is a 600 watt power station, 600 continuous watts. It has 568 watt hours of capacity. Weighs 11.9 pounds. It has a variety of charging options, including solar panels. The specs say 120 watt panel up to 20 volts, 5 amps. In addition to solar panel charging, you can charge this with the vehicle, which is how I'm using it today. I'm using the Suburban to charge while I drive. I'm going to be putting all kinds of loads on it tonight, including a coffee maker, and I'll be running a fan all night long, as well as a DC refrigerator, and we'll see how it does. I don't know if it'll make it, but we'll find out. If not, it'll be charged back up by the time I get to my spot in Florida, and then I'll be coming back around this area later, and I'll be able to give you a full workup. But I'll probably have my answers by the time morning hits. So as I said, this is 600 watts. 1000 watt peak. In this area we have a variety of different USB chargers. It has a 5 volt 2.4 amp USB charger, an 18 watt USB quick charger, and a 65 watt USB-C USB charger. This is a lithium iron phosphate battery, and it says it can handle 500 cycles. This has 568 watt hours of capacity. That's roughly, in 12 volt world, about a 50 amp hour lithium iron phosphate battery. I won't be doing a capacity test on this, not this time, but maybe in another video. So like I said, this has 3 different ways to charge. You can charge it from the car, you can charge it from a solar panel, or you can charge it through AC power, just a regular standard outlet. I figured the best way to put this through the paces is just to put it through some real world tests. So that's what I'm doing out here tonight. This is my only source of power. And like I said, I'm gonna make coffee, run a fan all night, and a refrigerator and see how it does. Let's go ahead and hook some of this stuff up and see how many watts it draws. It also has a nice, easy to read display. Right now we're at 100% state of charge. So right now nothing's hooked up. I'm gonna start with the coffee maker. So, gotta have my coffee, so let's go ahead and start this thing up. Okay, let's plug it in. You have 2 120 volt outlets. You have 3 different types of USB charging. You have DC output for DC adapter or cigarette lighter adapter. Then you have the DC input. This is for solar panel or the AC power adapter or the cigarette lighter adapter. And we'll use that tonight when we're charging with DC. We won't use this until we're driving tomorrow. We do this tonight, I may wake up with a dead battery. We don't want to do that. So this is your AC input. So if you're charging, you're going to see wattage coming in here, and this is your output. So once we turn on the load, in this case the coffee maker, it's going to go ahead and fire up. So we want to turn the AC outlet on. You hear it kick on, fan popped on, now we'll turn it on. 548, 550. We'll let this go ahead and make coffee. See how long this will take. Standard charging from an outlet for this will take 7.5 hours. It takes about 9 hours to charge from a car and 10 hours from a 100 watt solar panel. While the coffee's brewing, I'll show you the accessories. This is the DC charger. So that plugs in right over here and then into the cigarette lighter of your car. and it'll keep it charged while you're driving. So here you have the standard wall outlet charger. This goes into the Bateria right here. And then you have a standard wall outlet. This plugs right here into the power supply. And then it comes with a nice carrying case for all the accessories. The manual that comes with this also runs through the whole gamut of specs. So pretty much everything that I'm telling you is in this. But sometimes you need a real world test to really know what it can do. Sometimes the specs don't always line up with the actual real world experience. Okay, coffee's done. Looks like it did a pretty good job. Goes back down to 0. Did use a bit of power, about 9% of it. Let's go ahead and plug our fan in and see what it pulls. Looks like we're keeping the coffee warm at 562 watts, and just dropped off. And there's my fan. Fan doesn't hardly pull any power. 4 watts. That'll last all night, no problem. See what the refrigerator does. The refrigerator pulls quite a bit, 64 watts. So as I said earlier, this has a 568 watt-hour capacity. So with this refrigerator, this little cooler pulling 63 watts, that'll last for 9 hours. So we should be okay through the night. Ah, coffee. Have to have my coffee. Usually I have 1 at night and 1 in the morning. So I got my coffee. I'm gonna get ready to make some dinner. I'll check back with you in the morning, let you know how it all turned out. Hey guys, I just also want to remind you, while I have the chance, check out some of our affiliate links. We are now a Signature Solar affiliate, SOK Battery, Santan Solar, and Watch 24/7. So check all of those out. It helps support the channel, helps me bring stuff to you, things like this. So I rearranged things a little bit. Right now, the refrigerator is connected to this through AC. And I have the coffee maker in there. So I am purposely gonna push this and see what happens. And hopefully I don't blow it up and end up with no power tonight. It's supposed to be able to handle 1,000 watts. Let's see if it gets an alarm. But it didn't say anywhere in there how long it can handle that. Here we go, we're getting an alarm. So let's go ahead and turn this off. So it didn't take very long, 4 or 5 seconds, going over 600 watts, but it didn't shut down, so that's good. So it should be able to pretty easily handle the refrigerator and my fan all night long. All right, so I just want to give you a little update. It's been a few hours. And I just I have a whole bunch of things running all at once. This won't be running overnight, but these are all the loads I currently have going. I've got, sorry about the shadows, I don't have the one light here. I've got my USB powered fan that's plugged directly in. Then there's power strip down here, and that has the cooler, the Xbox, and the TV. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 loads running, and we are pulling 117 watts. We're at 80% already. It's 8:47 p.m. So we're going to be pulling a persistent 63 amps all night. So it's only 9:30, and I have the refrigerator and the fan running. pulling 63 watts, and we're already down to 50%. It's, like I said, 9:30. So it's only 9:30. I only watched about a half an hour, maybe an hour of TV. So the TV, the Xbox, making coffee, and all that, refrigerator running, fan running. 9:30 we were down to 50%. So probably won't make it through the night. I estimate maybe only around 3 hours, and this thing will be dead. So, but my food should be okay. As long as I keep the cooler closed, and then this thing can charge back up. But I did put a bunch on it, and it's not a very big power station, so, but it is performing pretty well. But I do have some comments, and I'll talk about those when the sun comes up. Hey everyone, good morning. Made it through the night. Power station did not make it through the night, but I suspected that might be the issue. I woke up around 1:15 in the morning. It had about 7% power, so I unplugged the refrigerator, just did the fan the rest of the night. And it died probably about 4 a.m. So I'll have to charge that up on my way to Florida. But that wasn't something that was unexpected. But I did notice an issue, and it was with the USB ports when I was trying to charge my phone. And I've tried this with a couple different phones. This is an iPhone 11 Pro Max, and I'm filming with a 12 Pro Max. And I didn't have the problem with the 12 Pro Max. I had it with the 11 Pro Max. They both have the same software. The problem that I saw was, and I wasn't able to get it to reproduce this morning for the video, of course, but every time I tried it before this, it did. But it affected the way the screen worked. I'd plug it in, try swipe, and this screen just did some very weird, unpredictable things. Like I said, did it with one phone, not the other. Maybe it was an isolated incident with my phone, so maybe this is not a problem. But if any of you that have used this have had that issue with the USB port charging cell phones, let me know. I'm kind of curious. Maybe it was just a one-time thing with my phone. You just never know with these kinds of things. But this morning, I'm going to make some breakfast. I've got a little pancake maker here, and I'm going to go ahead and make a pancake. So I'm not going to say pancakes. I'm going to make pancake and have some breakfast and get out of here. All right. Got to heat this thing up. Let's see what it pulls. I've only got 11% power, so hopefully it makes it. If not, I can plug it into the car and let it pass through charge. Cool, this doesn't pull very much power. This will be ready when the blue light goes out. Got a lot of wires running around, but we need to make sure I have enough power to finish my breakfast. That's interesting. It keeps shutting off. Shut it off again, see? And I don't know if it's because it's hitting a threshold as far as its power goes, but yeah, it doesn't want to stay running, so it's not passing through. Let's see if it shuts off again. Yeah, shut off again. The coffee maker is not on. So 287, 88 load, 88 watts. It's a decent sized load, but it shouldn't be anywhere near enough to kick this off. But it might be because this battery's down to 4%. I'm bringing in 62 watts, but if I was going to guess, it's because we're bringing in 62 watts, but we're taking out, you know, nearly 300, so it just can't stay ahead of it. And you see the percentage drop. Let's see if it hits 4% again and it shuts off. So 5%. 4%, shut off. This means I might not have coffee this morning. All right, guys. So all in all, I think that the power station does what it's supposed to do. I ran the battery pretty low last night, so I wasn't able to have my coffee, but that is more of a me problem than a Bateria problem. It did run out of power last night, but that was more of a me problem and not a Bateria problem. So I didn't get my coffee, but had it had the charge, and I don't think it would have been a problem. But I did get my pancake. So I think mostly it passes. The only possible issue that I saw is with the USB ports, but that could be also a me problem and not a Bateria problem. So I am curious to see if anybody else has had an issue with that. If you're using this power station, put some comments below, let me know. But overall, it's done a great job. It handled all the loads I put on it all night. Maybe I haven't checked their website and some of their other supplies. Maybe they have one with larger capacity than this. If they did, I think that'd be pretty good. This is a very similar power station to like the Jackeries and other power stations like this. And I've used Jackery before. I have a Jackery, and this has performed just as good as that. So I would recommend this for somebody who's just wanting to do this type of camping and getting out and getting off grid. Just make sure that you plan your loads a little more carefully than I did, but I was actually hitting this really hard to try to see what I could do with it. Normally I probably wouldn't run a refrigerator all night off of this because I knew it wasn't going to make it through the night. Also, I wanted to thank Brian Lee for sending me the power station. I told him I was going to do an honest review. I wasn't just going to take this thing and push it out there and tell everybody to buy it. I wanted to make sure it was good quality, and it does appear to be good quality. It's doing what it's supposed to do. Like I said, I think that the issue with the USB ports, the charging ports, could be a me problem, but we'll find out from comments below. But maybe it could be something that they could check into. I only had the problem with my one phone, so could be the one phone. But I do recommend it, and I'll have links for the product below, as well as to their Amazon page so that you can see what other products they have. Also, something I didn't include in the video is the DC to MC4 connector for solar panels. This way you can hook any 100-watt solar panel to the Bateria for charging. And that's going to be something I might try later on in another video. I just didn't have a 100-watt panel at the time. All I have is a lot of large panels, 250 to 400 watts. And well, you can't put that on this or you'll blow it up. So don't do that. I hope this review helped you guys. Don't forget to check out the affiliate links. Everything is below. And I'll see you out there off Gridin It. This is a lithium iron phosphate battery with over 500 cycle lives. Cycle lives? Life cycles? This is a lithium iron. Oh my gosh. This is a lithium iron. I gotta learn to talk.